Hello and welcome back to another video, and thank you ever so much for watching. Sorry it's been so long since I've last posted, but today anyway we're going to be talking about McLaren and what we can expect from next season from McLaren, because I am very optimistic about McLaren. There's a few reasons why I think this, and we'll start with the engine slash the car. I think obviously the new Mercedes engine that they've got is still the best engine on the grid in terms of reliability and power output. It's just the best combination of engine by the looks of it. Obviously, I'm not an engine designer, so I don't know the facts, but that certainly still seems to be the case. Obviously, not as dominant as they were in the sort of 2014, 2015 years, but still, I would say is the best engine on the grid. And that brings me into the point of how they were. Obviously, McLaren have had a Mercedes hybrid engine at one point in 2014 when they first started, the year before Honda came in, and they were absolutely crap then. And then they got the Honda engine and decided that they were going to blame everything on Honda. And admittedly, the Honda engine was absolutely terrible, especially in the first couple of years. Underpowered and unreliable, everything that you don't want. But their car was not as good as they were claiming it was. Obviously, Alonso in particular was saying that the car would be winning races if they had the Mercedes engine. That's definitely not the case, as they pretty much proved in 2014 when they were getting lapped by Mercedes with the exact same engine. But what I think they will have learned is, and they seem to have learned, is they can't be so arrogant about it, and the fact that it is actually their car that might not be performing as well. So I think they're gonna realise that. I'm not expecting them to challenge Mercedes or anything like that, but I think that they will make the step that they need to make with regards to actually focusing on their car rather than blaming everything on the engine, basically. So that will be very interesting. And then the driver lineup as well. Ricciardo, one of the best drivers on the grid as far as I'm concerned. I would say probably the best racer on the grid. Barring, I wouldn't say barring, but obviously Hamilton is a proved racer. He's always incredible on a Sunday, particularly as he proved in Turkey last year. How he won that race, I still don't know. And then also, I think we've got Alonso coming back is also someone that is an incredible Sunday driver. He's like Valentino Rossi and MotoGP, well, from a few years ago. I mean, can't fucking struggles to get it in the top 10 and then is on the podium on a Sunday. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting one with them. And the team dynamic is exciting in the fact that they are both such lively, friendly, jolly drivers and everything like that. And I think as long as we don't see them in a title fight, I think that their combination will work really well together. If we start seeing them pushing for the front, it'll be very interesting to see how the dynamic there between such lovable, kind of friendly people sort of comes to fruition there. So that will be incredibly interesting to see. I can't wait for McLaren next year, and I don't think they're going to be back on the top, but I honestly think they're going to be third. I think Renault's going to fall back a little bit. I honestly do. They seem to obviously had a little bit of a restructure and everything like that. So who knows? Who knows what they'll do? Obviously they've got Fernando in there now, but Fernando's replacing Ricciardo, and I wouldn't say that Fernando's certainly not half a second lap quicker than Ricciardo. That's 100% for sure. So it's going to be very tight in the midfield, and that's going to be exciting. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But if I had to pick, I would probably pick McLaren as third. And I think there's a genuine chance they might be able to challenge Red Bull. It's going to be interesting to see whether Perez can keep up with Verstappen, or whether he's going to be doing an Albon. I don't think he's going to be doing an Albon and a Gasly, but you never know, to be honest. And we don't know what car they're going to bring out. Obviously, the main shock would be if Mercedes bring out an absolute shitbox, but obviously the regulations haven't changed really since last year, apart from the floor and a few other aerodynamic things on the brake ducts and stuff like that. So vastly the same cars as last year. So like I said, I think McLaren will be third, pushing at the heels of Red Bull, but not quite as obviously as quick as Mercedes. One thing to note though is Mercedes don't have their DAS system this year, so it'll be interesting to see how much that affects their performance, because that doesn't seem to have been reported very much. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much gain that kind of gave them. But they're such a well-oiled project. I mean, they're sponsored by an oil company, so they're going to be, aren't they? But very interesting to see how they are. But yeah, I would predict McLaren third, just behind Red Bull and Mercedes. So anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry, it's probably been a rusty video because I haven't done one for so long, but hopefully I'll carry up the content soon. And yeah, thank you.